Let's talk about graphing some special cases of linear equations. So for example, how do you graph something like y equals 3? There's no x even in the equation, so how do we put this on a coordinate plane that has x and y? Well, let's talk about it as if it were in a table of values. So I'm going to create a table of values for this, and I am going to have x's and y's as part of my table of values. Now, normally when you're graphing an equation, you pick whatever x's you want, you put them into the equation, and you figure out what y value goes with it. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Let's choose some x values, maybe -2, 0, 5. Those are a few good ones. So I'm going to imagine taking each of these and putting them into the equation. How I'm going to phrase it is like this. When x is -2, what is my y value? Well, when I go to my equation tells me what my y value is. My y value is 3. Do I care what x is? No. My y value is 3. So when I go back to my table and I ask that question again, when x is -2, what is y? Well, we already know y is 3, always. So it doesn't matter that x is -2. My y value is still just 3. X has no impact on your y value. So when I look at x is 0, when x is 0, what is y? Well, we've already been told a few times now, hey, y is 3. It doesn't matter what x is. It has no effect on your y value. So y is 3. So what is y when x is 5? Same thing. Y is still equal to 3. Your x has no impact on your y value. So I could do this all day long. I could keep picking different x's and seeing that y is still 3, no matter what. But this is plenty for me to go ahead and put these points on my graph. So I'm going to find the point -2, 3, and I put that on my graph. I'll put 0, 3 on my graph, and I put 5, 3 on my graph. Now you see that these are lining up together, but they make a horizontal line, which is a little bit different than we see normally. But that's fine. This is the graph of your equation y equals 3. Y is always equal to 3. We never go up, we never go down, we just stay on that 3 the entire time. Now what about when you have an x? Well, we could do the same thing if I create a table of values. But now let's talk about picking the y values. So maybe I pick y values of -4, 0, and 3. Now, when I ask the question, what is x when y is -4? We go to our equation and we say, hey, x is -2, period. It's not affected by your y at all. So my x is -2, even though y is -4. So what about when y is 0? What's your x going to be? Well, we go back to our equation here. X is -2. So I don't care that y is 0. X is -2. And same thing when y is 3. X is -2. So now I take these values. This is more than enough. I can have a few more if I want, but this is plenty. So I go ahead and I plot them: -2, -4, -2, 0, and -2, 3. So now you're seeing that your dots are lining up vertically. So when I connect them, I have a vertical line like this. So I go up and down forever because my x is always -2, but we never move to the left or to the right because your x stays at -2 always. So this is how you would graph a couple special cases. The first one, when you have a y equals equation, you're going to end up with a horizontal line. The second one, for x equals a constant, you're going to have a vertical line. So hope that helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.